How's it going in Jerusalem? Day two now, of course, that is a recognized capital, not only of Israel, but we're replacing our embassy, and whether other countries follow suit remains to be seen, of course. It got pretty bad yesterday in clashes with Palestinians in the Gaza with 58 killed. The latest now on day two, as I said there, with Israeli Deputy Minister for Diplomacy, the Prime Minister's office, Michael Oren. Minister, thank you very much for joining us. How is it going today?
Great to be with you, Neil. A little quieter today, but the world press and some European leaders are ganging up on us. Basically, they're serving Hamas. What does Hamas do? It stops food and fuel from going into Gaza. It creates a humanitarian crisis. It takes despairing young people. It sends them up against the fence to break through our fence. They hold their terrorists behind, waiting for the civilians to punch through. And we have no choice but defend ourselves, to defend our border. And so these Palestinians get killed. And much of the world is condemning us for war crimes. Basically, they're serving Hamas's goal. That's just what Hamas is about.
What
getting
they're
us
talking
condemned.
about as well, though, Minister, is whether in response to the threat, or whatever you want to call it, that it was disproportionate to the rock throwers when they were getting shot down. What do you say?
It drives me crazy. I interview on European channels, and they say, how come more Israelis weren't killed? As if they want me to apologize for the fact that our soldiers defend themselves and they defend our citizens. Would they like 40,000 armed people to come through a fence and kill Israelis so we'll seem less disproportionate? I'm sorry. And the people who recognize this the best in the world are our friends in Washington, the Trump administration, Ambassador Haley in the UN, who has stopped again and again efforts to condemn us in the UN. The Australians are with us as well, and we're deeply appreciative of that support. But Israel, Neil, will continue to do everything in our power to defend our citizens and defend our states from what Hamas itself says. Hamas says it's not a peaceful demonstration. It's about destroying our country, killing our citizens. We won't let it happen.
Minister, in the meantime, are you troubled by the fact right now, prominent country, I know Guatemala, Paraguay, plan embassies in Jerusalem as well, but that's it, besides the United States, that European countries have been slow to move, don't want to do so right now. Do you think it's just a matter of time? Does it worry if it's just at those three countries, maybe for a while?
I think what happened yesterday, and I was at that ceremony yesterday, Neil, it was extraordinary. It was so deeply moving. I think it's created an irreversible process. And now several Central American countries are going to follow America's precedent. Several Eastern European countries have said that they will do so as well. And it's going to create a momentum. Eventually, there's going to be a tipping point. You know about that in business. There's going to be a tipping point. And I think the majority of countries in the world will move their embassies to Jerusalem, our eternal capital.
All right.